Hey, welcome to Grandpa Sees the Blinking. Like, share, and subscribe. Don't take anything Grandpa says as financial advice. We're going to talk about depression. Well, you can always take Prozac. They say, I'm not that kind of depression. I'm talking about economic depression. So we're going to talk about that in a little bit. But first off, we're looking at Tesla here. This is a 5-minute chart. I'm short. I hope, in the next day or two so we get a bounce back up again. But truthfully, we've bounced off of the 203, 205 area. This is 3 days in a row we bounced off that thing. And, well, I don't know if it was in a row, but 3 times now we have bounced off of it. I'm going to look at so let me try get this so we can look at it. Here's where did it go to? 203 area down here. So we went up there today, bounced off of it, the other day. I think it's done bouncing off of it. I think we're going down now. I'll probably buy my shares back at 180. Hope for a bounce down there. I'm in no rush to do anything in regard to that. But and then another thing I wanted to go through with you before I tell you about depression is the Heikin-Ashi candles. Okay. Now, if you don't have a clear signal, you just don't do it. Okay. The only reason that I went short was because I didn't believe it was going to break the 203, 204 area. I have more up here. I hope it does. I want to get more shorts. Hope it climbs right back up there. And so I can get more going down short term here. But you look at these candles here, okay? Do we have a buy signal for this here right here? Do we have a sell signal for this right here going down? Well, I'm going to tell you right now, we don't. Not in the 5-minute. This candle is not into that candle. The body of it does not fit into it. If it did, this would be a sell signal. And here we don't have a buy signal. And here we don't have a sell signal. There's nothing fitting into it. So that's just the way it is. Now, if we look at the 15-minute chart, maybe we'll get something different. Now, here we have a sell signal in the 15-minute chart that would have indicated to do it. You got the big green candle followed by 2 little green red ones, and then the green ones came, and then the red one. But you need the green ones. All these are engulfed into this candle. The body of them all fit into this one. This is a terrific sell signal in the 15-minute with the Heikin-Ashi candles. They try to fake you out here just at the end. You don't go for that because this is not a buy signal. You don't go out if you don't got a buy signal. Okay, so and down we go. And we haven't got a buyback signal yet in the 15 minutes. So just trying to. So let's talk about the depression of the 30s when I lived through that time. What happened? You got your home paid for. Many of these people that had their homes paid for In the 30s, their farms, big farms, little farms, um, and many, many people had their homes paid for, and they still lost their homes. How did this happen? Well, the government raised the taxes, and the government can do that today. We're already stretched to the limit with taxes on our real estate, in my opinion. And if recession comes and depression and there's absolutely no jobs, no money, no nothing, you obviously cannot pay your taxes. But the government still wants to make money, so what they do, when you can't pay your taxes, they will take your home, they will take your farm, um, and that's what they do. And so all the government did for them, those people back in the depression and the recession, was they took their homes away from them and made them homeless. People standing in bread lines, people standing in line all day for trying to get a job of any kind. It was terrible, tough times, and you probably heard the saying that history can repeat itself, or does, and I believe that to be true. But I think our country, we've been just terribly blessed in our country, but I think our world economy. Put it this way: you think you own your home. We own our home. Okay, we've owned our home forever. Uh, and they're paid for. But these other people, they had their places paid for too. Many of them, and the government took them for taxes because they could not. And the same thing can happen to me. It can happen to anyone. So when you think, oh, I'll buy my house, I'll have it free and clear, and I own it. Well, I'm going to tell you a little secret. You don't own it. You don't own it. The government owns it. So, um, who really owns it is the Lord. But if the government wants to take it, they're going to take it. They have the ability to raise the taxes so high that you can't pay it. So at any time they decide they want your real estate, they'll just take it. Uh, so is it better to rent? In some ways it is. Um, but you can't rent if you don't have money to pay the rent either. So that's the other scenario. So anyway, that's enough about depression. I hope at this point in time, I really hope that I've depressed you. If I haven't made you depressed yet, hit the like button. If you hit the like button several times, I'm going to come back later today and tell you about Claude, a friend of mine when I was a kid, and Abraham Lincoln. And me, Claude, and Abraham Lincoln, that Abraham Lincoln was a real prankster. I mean, this guy, and he was tall. I mean, he's like 5 inches tall. I'm almost 6'2", and he's like 5 inches taller than me. 4 or 5 inches taller than me. That guy was long and skinny. But anyway, he was a character. And I'm going to tell you some stories of what Claude, me, and Abraham Lincoln did when we were kids. I Maybe in the next live stream I'll talk about that. Okay, I better get off here. Hey, think about eternity. Grandpa does. Bye bye.